Okay, welcome everyone. Good morning. We'll start our lesson one. Today lesson we are going to start a new unit. Of course, you're aware of the unit 43. As you know, a couple of you know me. My name is Anjum Satha. Please, if you have any question, drop me email anjum@university.co.uk, and I'll try my best. Get back to you as soon as possible. Before starting our unit, we'll go through what we're supposed to do and the contents which we're supposed to discuss. So the unit 43 is a business strategy. The business is mean any legal activities like sole trader, partnership, limited company, corporations, profit and non-profit organization. This unit really help you to develop the knowledge and understanding about the importance of strategy and why strategy is important those companies. So like I'll always look and ask people, think about the Nokia was successful company but not anymore in business, because the reason is they not make the right strategy at the right time with the right cost. So that's really we need to be look around, and we need to be focused. The strategy need to be addressed, and leads to organization to achieve its objective efficiently and effectively. So we have different learning outcome. Lesson one will discuss about micro and macro environment, internal, external environment, and we'll link with the strategic management. Strategy mean action plan. The word strategy is derived from the Greek word strategist, which we used to be in military, how we encounter our enemy. But strategy is very popular in academia. So assess the organization internal environment capability, apply the outcome analysis using the appropriate strategic management in a given market sector, develop the strategic management plan, which will go through the informed by model. That will be in our discussion. So that's all will be today lesson. Key focus will be mission, why in business, in a vision where they want to see, objective mean end result, what they want to achieve. That's the key which we'll go through. And stakeholders mean anyone who has any interest, environmental analysis, pastel, political, economic, social, and technological, legal, and eco-environment. Porter 5 forces very powerful model. We'll discuss as well performance management, how we measure in terms of time, cost, and quality. Unsuf metric, a Gore Unsuf, one of the Russian mathematician, moved to state and gave this metrics, which is known as unsuf metric, which is existing product in existing market and new product in new market development. So those, the different strategies we'll discuss, in our this lesson, and SWOT analysis, benchmarking indicators. So these all will be in our lesson today, which we'll go through. Okay, so anybody, any question? If you have, please, you can ask, before starting. We'll start our lesson then. Okay, welcome. Okay, so welcome, morning. Couple of you know me. My name is Anjum Satha. I'm working with UK Versity last more than 10 years now. Time is running fast. I'm also teaching at University of Bradford, and I do some work for Leeds University, and I'll try my best, to meet your expectations. And if you have any question, drop me email anjum@ukversity.co.uk. Or if you have any other question regarding login Moodle issues, so we have the email is admin@ukversity.co.uk. So please drop us email. We are here and we'll go through. So it's good to be look around the mission statement at any company of your choice. Look around the vision, mission, all as I went through the unit content at the start. So the analysis impact on the influence of the microenvironment as an organization in its the business strategies, which will the aim of this unit is really to develop good understanding about indicative content, which I just shown you. The keyword today lesson really will go through the best, which is political, economic, social, technological factors, SWOTs, SWOT. SW is called as strength, weaknesses, which is the internal. OT comes from external environment. Porter 5 4 says that stakeholders mapping, and that will be all in our discussion. So please, I'll add the video at the end. You can watch as well. So political, when we say political, so I have to look around the political stability in the country. Like think about in the UK, the new government in power, they have different manifesto. I'll give you a little example about the immigration rule. They said, increase the threshold for the workers working and like work visas and various other. The previous government in planning to increase to 39,000. Current government for time being is restricted to 29 and couple of professions. So we need to be look around so we have to look around the government that was the new, what their manifesto towards trade, tariff, taxes, all these, the example of the Brexit is the impact on sanitary. So this government want to be renegotiate with the Brexit, with the EU, the new. So that's we need to be look around economic factor. So look under economic factor per capita income. So when we'll say economic factor, we can look around the economy. So we can look around per capita income, which is mean per person income of the country at the where you want to be. We can look around inflation rate, which used to be more than 5%. Now we have 2.5 approximate, where you can get ONS. ONS.gov.uk that give you the indication of the factors, which is impact and so always good to be look around the monetary policy. Monetary policy is the policy of the central bank. Another part of the world is called state bank. So base rate, which is called basic interest rate. Basic interest rate, which is at the moment is a 5% in the UK, which was 5.25. So which is drop down. So is a drop down trend. So that's, we can do the trend analysis in economy for the future planning and future strategy. Okay, social factors. So as the society we moving towards, we can look around the fashion, we can look around the cultures, we can look around the norms, we can look around like, living in a joint family, living in the single family. So these are the factors really. Morning, Keith. You okay? How you keeping? Okay. Good morning. Thanks for joining.
Morning.
Okay, so we can look around the social factor. The social factor is the factor those impact as a society, population, shift trends. That's which we can look around. Then we have a technology. So technology is quite changing. We need to be look around what impact of technology. So just 1 minute, keep. So we can look around technology like we have a AI. What is AI? We know artificial intelligence. We can look around the blockchain. We can look around digital. Yes, we can look around social media growth. Yes, so where we can find the information when we'll go through this, the website is called Statista. It's quite, if we Google it, the growth of social media, which I'll show you when we'll go through in a minute. Then we can look around environmental. So we have a SDG. SDG is called Sustainable Development Goals of UNO, United Nations. Yeah. So we need to be reduce the CO2. We need to look around the carbon. We can increase. So that is a huge impact. Environmental is the demands on the various things which is socially, environmentally. So legal, we have the GDPR legislation, intellectual property right. GDPR is called General Data Protection Regulation. We have 2018. After 2018, any UK server, when you log in and you go any website, it say accept cookies. which is the legislation, because you're giving content, they know, which IP address you log in. So that's becoming a popular compliance legal, requirement. So we have a Health and Safety Act 1974 employer need to provide, all the safety equipment to its worker. So that's which we can look around the micro. Macro is being big, that's big environment, like, macro level. Two types of environment. It's called micro, means small. MACRO, macro means big. And this is external environment, which is not our control. Micro level factors we can control. We can make the strategies for it, but micro levels we can't really control them, but we have to address, so these end up bring the competitive advantage to the company, and we have to focus on these. Okay, so we can look around we'll go through the opportunities, identification, risk management, strategic alliance, and competitive advantage. So every company have some competitive advantage. When we think about Apple, advantage, what they advantage they have on the competitors, that's quite crucial, which we need to be look around. What advantage? It can be location, it can be cost, uh, it can be look around, various competitive advantage, like, the company, Chinese company have the competitive advantage, the cost itself. Various other companies, like US company, they have more innovation, quality standards. So we can look around the UK companies. So we have to think about, and SOPs need to be set for to tackle these risk. Risk is mean probability of happening something. Always opportunities carry on coming, but you have to make the strategy to avail the opportunities, how we can effectively avail them. And then these, we can conclude from our pestle analysis. Then we'll discuss about mission. A mission is mean why you are in the business, what is the purpose of the business. No one say we are here to earn the profit, they say we are here to serve, we here to grow. It's identify the organization strategy need to be in line with the mission, in where you want to see yourself in future, and objective what you want to achieve at the end. So objective mean end result really we want to achieve. So we'll go through the mission statement. The statement of organization define, the core purpose of the reason in existence, why they are primary objective, it seems to be achieved. Meaning we can look around the mission, provide the implies and the stakeholder clear understanding about the organization, and we can look around different companies mission, empower every person, every organization on the planet to achieve more. So that's the Microsoft. So every organization is good to be, when you look discuss about the strategy or looking their strategy, need to be look around, not contradict with their mission. We in where they want to see, the statement is outlined represent, what organization hope to become in future. That's, the future plan, in other words. So to create a better everybody's life for many people. So we can look around the V and where is the IKEA want to see. So these are different examples which we can embed. Define objective mean end result, what we want to do or what we want to achieve, like increase market share by 10% by next 12 months. So that can be objective. Objective aims is what you do, objective is what you achieve. Huh? Okay. So please, we can look around the strategy. The word strategy is referred to the comprehensive plan or action plan. It consists of the choices organization they make. Strategy define the company position itself in the market, differentiation, cost leadership, cost focus, differentiation focus, capabilities, ability to do something, and we can look around the in mission values and in the long-term success, and we need to be develop the strategy. According to the Michael Porter, Peter Drucker, and various other authors, strategy means different than competitors. So we can make the strategy. Maybe we giving the price, we can look around one package. Cost leadership is one of the Ryanair strategies, which is Porter generic strategies. We'll go through in detail. Cost focus. Cost focus is mean one of your product is cheaper than others. Cost leader, if you're most cheapest company in the market. Differentiation, your more innovation, like, we can look around Apple. And differentiation focus, maybe one of your product, uh, different than your competitor. That's the narrow when we say focus the one-off, but when we say cost leadership or differentiation, it's mean your overall strategy of the organization. That's strategic direction where you can watch, where you want to see yourself. Like we want to expand business in the UK, and few years time we want to expand in the Europe, and we want to be, and we can carry on looking environment. Okay, then of course we can look around the mission, values, uh, and the visions and the strategy. So mission statement define the organization core purpose, vision they want to see, objective what they want to achieve, why they are, and strategy how they will achieve these, the missions, the values. So we've been given a lot of examples like Google, Amazon, Next, and pursuing penetration strategy which is given by unsoft existing product, existing market. So we can look around different strategic planning techniques. Each technique, provide we can look around the cost leadership, cost focus, differentiation, and differentiation focus to help, to be achieve the long-term objective as an organization. Keith, you can stop me if any question, please.
Okay.
So when we say SWOT, SW is the internal and OT come from external. So we can look around like we discuss in other unit, like your own strength, your own area of development. Here we can look around the companies, how many employees they have, how many branches they have, how much worth of the asset they have, weaknesses if their profit is decreasing, if the staff is leaving. So this is area of development. Opportunity come from like online shopping, online buying, international trade is growing because the information due to the media, the growth, but the threat is the competition is increasing, and we can apply the SWOT analysis to make the decision and to analyze the company, so which we can look around the company of our choice. So when we say pastel, we can look around the political, we can look around economic, social, technological, environmental, legal, uh, factors, and how these impact our chosen companies, and we can look around these factors how we can make the strategy to address those factors. Porter five forces, which is given Michael Porter, one of the great scholars. These are called Porter five forces. We have Porter generic strategy. Michael Porter gave the various, the model thread of the new entrants, which is high, low, medium. So some industries, anyone can start a business. So threat of the new entrants can be high. There is no restriction, no license requirement, bargaining power. There are many suppliers supply the same goods, the power will be less. And if few suppliers supply, then the power will be high. Bargaining power of buyers. If the buyer have the various options, they are to negotiate, then they have bargaining power high, low, medium. Thread of the substitute, they can find this quite close substitute like honey and sugar. Industry rivalry, how many companies are competing each other, like 1,000 company, few company, one company, two companies, and the population. So we can look around and we can make the strategies to minimize the threat in the line. We have to draw the safeguard, maybe your pricing can different, your cost leadership strategies. So these can be look around in the lineup. Then we discuss about balance scorecard, which is given by Kaplan Norton, the financial perspective, look the profitability, customer perspective, look the quality, satisfaction, low price, internal perspective, metrics related to operational efficiency, learning and growth. These balance scorecard model we can apply to the strategic goal, and in the manufacturing are like the Nokia, they focus on only the financial perspective to close any R&D and not growing. So we have to be balanced. Blue Ocean strategy is focused on the creating the new market spaces. Blue Ocean is the free from the competition. It involves the creation, innovative and proposition and so we can look around these, Blue Ocean strategies is create, the new form of entertainment or combined. Like, we have the company called Blockbusters. They not creating Netflix, and if they create, online streaming, that can be useful. So when we do, please, these are the models we can use for the company of our choice. SWOT analysis, we can do pastel analysis, Porter five forces, balance scorecard, and Blue Ocean strategy. Any question, Keith, here?
No, I'm good.
So then we can draw, and then we can look around at these framework, how we can apply macro and micro environment combined. So first we have stakeholders. What is meant by stake? Stake mean interest. Anyone who keeping the interest in the company, we can map them, and then we can decide, like what the customer want low price, high quality. If we not, customer is the king. If we don't keep them happy, employees is the most important asset in any organization. So hard and soft approach of gas model we discussed in one other unit. So that can we can link to Starbucks, the stakeholder analysis. We can look around who they are, why we need to be. Any strategy will make we need to be stakeholders interest. So some stakeholders have a high power, high interest. Some stakeholders have a low interest, high power, and some stakeholders have a high power, high interest. Those must be informed, like those can be huge impact. So this is the metrics which we can use the mapping against, and we can put, like here, the major investor, regulatory bodies, and local communities. Low power, high interest. They have low power but high interest in these, or maybe some more power depends. Sometimes they can go on the strike and can ban the companies. Huh? Low power and low interest. The general public, we don't need to be lot of focus in the strategies on these, but some we most focus on these. So we can look around the, like a Tesla uses metrics to be the relationship in influence, government agencies, investors, and all these. These are examples which we can look around for this. Stakeholder mapping usually is good to be a representation. It help, primary, like BP map, stakeholders including environmental group, because that's, oil and discovery of oil, and that's, the environmental concern group. They have quite, against them, environmental impact and energy production. So we can look around the pastel. When we say pastel political economics, we can understand these factors. Netflix, use the pastel analysis, different international market. For instance, entering into Indian market, they look the political stability there. They look the legal factors there. They can look around the economic factor, inflation rate, per capita income to decide we enter in the market. Understand the culture, think globally and act locally, and the social factor, the fashion and the trend. So we can look around the Porter five forces. If we look in the airline industry, quite popular, the using the thread of the new interest in the market, in that route is some new airline is coming. The power of the supplier have over the price in term, influence of the customer, ability of the alternative product. Or if the one airline is only goes everywhere, then of course, they have like structurally conduct performance model, which we can look around the model links to the market structure, conduct performance, market concentration, number of competitors, entry barriers, and strategy and policies. What we need to be like automotive industries, we can look around structural conduct performance model, which is we can look around how many companies they have, what their KPI, key performance indicator, are standard or average ROI, return on investment, and we can make the strategy accordingly and the profit we can earn. Strategies, UNSUF metric is a Gor UNSUF, Russian mathematician moved to state and gave this metric, which is known as UNSUF. They have four strategies. When you selling existing product in existing, whatever we're doing in the UK, we'll carry on doing. This is called market penetration. Market development, if the UK company looking into the new companies, like Sudan, Ghana, or any other part of the world, so that's the market development. Product development, if you are selling new product in the UK, adding new product, and that will be the product development. Diversification in the new product in the new market, that is the diversification. Apple use UNSUF metrics, which is look the Apple watches represent the product development, while expansion emerging market is the example of market development. Okay, organization audit. Audit mean checking, and we do the SWOT analysis. We mentioned earlier SWOT. S is the strength, what they have, how much the shares they have, how much branches they have. Like think about the Sony SWOT analysis. Innovation it can be, but the weaknesses is the low market shares. External threats is a lot. Opportunities, people like the quality product with the low price. We can compare against the industries. like Amazon benchmark of logistic operation is quite, you order today, delivery will be tomorrow, and money back guarantee, and that's, the customer satisfaction default. Okay, so this table we can, when we doing analysis of the company of choice, we can look around the stakeholders, stakeholder mapping through the power interest metrics. We can look around the pastel, political, economic, social, Porter 5 forces, and structural conductor, performance. So these models we can apply like in airline industry, Starbucks, Cafe, Tesla, BP, Netflix, airline, and automotive. So these being applied as and this table being summarized. On submetric, we have the market penetration, market development, diversification, and product development strategies. We can do the organization audit, what areas, what profit, which strategies, which objective, which mission they have, what vision they have, and which are corporate objective. SWOT analysis and benchmark indicators in the industry we can look around, and then we can draw the conclusion. So then we've been all these, our discussion can be related to now to the companies of your choice. We can choose the Tesla, and we can look around the factors. So we can look around the pastel analysis, which we can look around the government initiative towards Tesla, like, electric vehicles, pollution level, trade policies towards the government in putting the taxes on the other cars because polluting and low carbon zone. So these are all, ultimately giving opportunity to Tesla to the political move. And then we can look around the economic factors, the Tesla economies in the US, in our world, that they are affordability, they have the raw material, maybe in certain battery life, it's a lot of, the things coming from lithium and other, the mineral or the metal things, which is required for, and we need to be look around the strategic influence, and we need to make the strategies accordingly. Think about these are all, urbanization, technological factors impacting huge, Tesla business. And we can look around the product development focus, meeting the mobility needs, and the strategy need to be in line with the social trend. Impact, we need to be innovation, of course. When we look, the Tesla is bringing advantages, competitive edge, research and development, regular investing money, and Tesla prioritize the technology leadership, investing, and focus on innovation, renewable energies, and growth strategy. Legal factors, of course, a lot of legislation we can look around towards the environment, to intellectual property rights, strategic influence of the strategies, compliance with the regulatory standard, legal strategies, proactive engagement with the regulatory body, and addressing the compliance challenge accordingly. Environmental factors, of course, Tesla is, if we look their annual reports, and that indicates, what they're doing toward reducing the carbon footprint, and they're making the strategies, recycling, eco-friendly practices, and the resource they are using toward the environment, planting trees and things as well. The Tesla policy, environmental product recycling things, old car and new. So Porter 5 forces. Keith, any question, please, if you have?
I'm good, thank you.
So Porter 5 forces, which is given by Michael Porter, as we mentioned earlier, now we relating to the Tesla, we can barrier to entry is a high capital requirement. So that's an emerging competitors. Yes, threat of the moderate new entrants in the electric cars and the car, this market, Tesla strategy involvement, and the technological lead, scaling production capabilities, ability to do and draw the barriers in terms of the innovation and impact the new competitors. Bargaining power, influence on suppliers, the Teslas, they have, because the Tesla itself is a brand, they have a high bargaining power compared to the competitors. The strategy influence Tesla involve the vertical integration, more big, the relationship with the suppliers and making and hire those companies. Those provide them parts, that's increasing the consumer, the price sensitivity. They are keeping in mind dropping the price, and strategic influence, focus on differentiation strategy to innovation, diverse product range, and maintain high, the customer satisfaction. Threat of the substitute, as like, the alternative cars, carry on selling fuel, strategy emphasis on continuous innovation, BMWs and Volkswagens and various other they're making, and the huge they are gaining the market strategic influence. They're doing the research and development, effective marketing, and providing and working with the closet with the dealers. And then all being summarized in the light of the political, economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental, the government policies impact on Tesla and strategic, the strategies, navigate, invest on research and development, ensure regulatory compliance, integrated, so we can look around in terms of the table is being fortify forces, bargaining power of suppliers, those are high, and we can make the strategies through integration as Tesla is doing. So this model is being integrated and being contextualized, with the Tesla. Please, it's good to be, and then we can summarize Tesla in our lives. How important is adopting external factors in aligning the strategy inside of the Tesla, effectively navigate according to the macro environment, which is uncontrollable, to bring the long term. Then we can look around M1, which is a merit criteria, macro environmental factors, strategic management decisions. So we strategic mean the long term. The management is a process of designing, and decision making means selecting the best option. So Tesla is selecting the best option to sustain in, and then they can look around as we discussed in the previous slide for here please for merit criteria. If you embedding those like political stability in the country, you looking the strategies are you embedding the facts and figures to achieve the merit criteria. Technological factor like AI, artificial intelligence, blockchain, moving robotics, driverless, the cars, these are becoming the norm. They're doing research and development, market expansion, cost management, risk management, capacity planning they are doing, and climate change, of course, is a huge to meet SDG, Sustainable Development Goal of UNO, and that's the key focus in the technology. Porter five forces, as we mentioned earlier, and to achieve the merit, we can look around the bargaining power of supplies, material, barrier entries, bargaining power of, and we embedding the facts and figures because the merit criteria, and that's to me thread of the substitute when we say high, low, medium, but how hydrogen fuel cell, a hybrid vehicle pose the threat to Tesla must continue innovate and stay ahead, that they have to innovative strategy, they continue lead in the technology, supply relationship, competitive position, competitive in. So if they have invested money in these, which we can get the information from their financial statement, we can embed it, that increase our mark. So we can look around the pastel and the Porter five forces in line. So uh, political, economic, social, legal, new entrants, high, low, Tesla situation, sporty policy, technology innovations, which we can, and the strategic invest in research and development, manage cost and focus on the innovation and secure supply relationship. That's which we need to be look around in the lineup. So what we said today lesson we learn about. So let's will summarize the model and those we had a discussion today lesson and all that reference there. We just a recap what we discussed today. So we can say best political, economic, social, technological, legal, and eco. SWOT. What is SWOT? Strength, weaknesses, opportunities, and threat. SW is internal, and OT come from external. Then we had a discussion on Porter five forces. We had a discussion stakeholders mapping. We had a discussion on visions, values, objectives. We discussed about strategy with action plan, and we discuss about what the generic strategy like cost leadership, cost focus, differentiation, and differentiation focus. We have UNSUF, market penetration, market development. We discuss about product development and diversification, which is given by Agora UNSUF. So that's all we had our lesson today. And the next lesson we look around LO2. So please, before next lesson, if we go through LO2 indicative content of Unit 43, which is available on our Moodle page, please, if you have any question, feel free and ask. Thanks for attending.
Oh, I'm good.
Okay, thanks for attending today's session and have a lovely weekend. I'll speak to you during our next lesson and we'll go through our LO2. Thanks, Keith. Have a nice week.
You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.